What is overpopulation? What does it mean? And who or what does overpopulation affect? Overpopulation is when you cram too many people in a certain space, and the space's natural resources and the facilities around it can't hold up. When you walk into a restaurant, it's full. Do you feel uncomfortable? Suffocated by the people around you? Not being able to move? Well, this is how some people live and feel every single day. Overpopulation is an ongoing problem in the world that affects people, climate, and children's education. Overpopulation means having too many people in a place or an area. The natural resources in the area cannot keep up with the ongoing increase in the population, so the natural resources start to break down. You are all probably wondering what or who causes overpopulation. The rise in birth rates. With all the solutions out there, that increase the chance of conception. Due to modern medicine, pregnancies are safer. In case of conception after fertility treatment, there are chances of a multiple pregnancy, further contributing to the increasing birth rates. What is overpopulation affecting? Overpopulation, in the big picture, affects everything, but really, it affects the world's climates. The effects to come will be global climate distribution due to the buildup of human-generated greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The population in our Earth increasing put a lot of demands on the climate. Seasons will start to change, and people's health would decline because of the seasons changing. Overpopulation also affects children's education. Having too many kids in school affects classroom activities, as well as instructional planning. Teachers typically have less planning time and fewer resources in overpopulated schools. Oftentimes, kids in overpopulation schools get less one-on-one time with the teacher, and sometimes even get left behind. Most of this sounds bad, but we can prevent overpopulation. We can prevent overpopulation by putting in our society more restrictions, new restrictions. As populations increase, laws will more frequently regulate interactions between humans, and will develop a need for more rules and restrictions between these interactions. Also, with the population of people on Earth increasing, policies must change. Without these policies, the global ecological crisis and economic issues will be worse than they are today. Examples of such restrictions will be putting limits on water consumption, driving abilities, and what people can do with their own land. This is to ensure the level of pollution goes down. Yes, it's going to affect people's rights, but that still might be what we have to do as people to prevent overpopulation problem. Another way to prevent overpopulation is having less children. The world population cannot go down unless an average birth rate drops below an average of 2 per woman or man in the world. And the further the birth rate drops, the sooner humanity will reach a truly sustainable population level. Having a child maximum would reduce total population by 1 billion people in 2060, back to about 6 billion. And by 2100 we will have below 3 billion, cutting the total human consumption by more than half of its current levels. Another way to prevent overpopulation is education. Build more schools. Hire more teachers. Teach children about overpopulation. Explain to them what the causes and the effects of overpopulation are. If the future generation, the children, understands what the causes and effects of overpopulation are, the chances of them preventing it are going to be much greater. Overpopulation is caused by the rise in birth rates. It affects our climate and our children's education. Most of all, overpopulation can be prevented by new policies, laws, and the increase in education during our current generation and our future generation of children.